Welcome to episode 365 of Daily Mirror Dungeon. That's right, an entire year of doing this basically every day, which is kind of really funny to think about. Yeah, I'm just running a team of IDs I like, I suppose, for the bit. But yeah, it is very wacky to think about. This is 365 of these, is kind of insane. And kind of insane, I mean, really, really insane. Kinda is kind of underestimating it, I feel like. Sure, yeah, this is the team I'm going with, studies I like. Yeah. I really don't know what else to say, on the topic. It's just so weird, right? It was just because this was just a random one-off idea I had, like, one day. I'd been like, I wanted to make, like, videos on Limbus or something because I liked it a lot, and I was doing Mirror Dungeons a lot. I just figured, like, what if I just did daily Mirror Dungeons? And so the very first daily Mirror Dungeon took place on, well, the very first Mirror Dungeon was actually not a year ago today. It was a little over a year ago today, because it was April 2nd, 2023. April 1st, technically, but I started numbering them weird for the bit. Because that's the day where my mic came in. Before then, I didn't have a good mic, but I had ordered a mic online, and I was like, this could be a funny idea. And yeah, I've been like that ever since. So that technically would have been the 1 year anniversary, but I think, like, what, I guess I'm 5 days short. And the reason for that is, I think June of last year, I missed a couple of days because I was on vacation. And I was gone for like 10 days, I couldn't record or anything for that. So I like pre-recorded like 5 of them, but I just did like every other day instead of every day. But yeah, so it hasn't been truly a year straight, but it's been at least like 250 days straight, right? I'm pretty sure the ones I missed were like in the 70s, like episode like 70 something, right? I'm pretty sure it was shortly after the completion of Kandoo IV that I missed 10 days. Yeah. I've got some plans for the channel. So going forward, Daily Mirror Dungeon might not be daily. Which sounds a little strange, but that's because I might switch it up some days. Right? That's my plan. I'll still try and upload daily, and it's always going to be Project Moon related to some degree. Simply because I wouldn't have that much of an interest in posting stuff for non-Project Moon stuff. That's kind of just how I feel about it, right? I mean, this channel is very, one-sided in terms of, what I'm doing here, but that's also what I like to do. Right? But yeah, so I think, like, my plan is, I think, like, going forwards on the Sundays, I might do, like, variety stuff that day. I think that's the plan. I think I briefly mentioned in one of the earlier Daily Mirror episodes, but that's the plan. And I think it sounds like fun. I've got ideas for a lot of random things that I can do. And so that means it'll probably still be 6 Daily Mirror Dungeons a week. Maybe less. I might maybe mix things up on Saturdays, too, on occasion. If I've got, like, a funny idea for videos. But the main thing is I'll try and keep it at least 5 days a week. Will stay the norm for Daily Mirror Dungeon. And, of course, weeks where, new Mirror Dungeons drop and, like, I'm probably going to stick to the new Mirror Dungeon above, doing variety. That's the plan. I'm not tired of Mirror Dungeon in the slightest, but, I think a little bit of variety could be fun. And I've been saying that I should do Project Moon mods of other games for, like, it feels like so long now, and they just haven't gotten around to doing it. I feel like making it so, Daily Mirror Dungeon... Maybe I'll still call it Daily Mirror Dungeon, that's the thing, right? It would be a little weird to call it Daily Mirror Dungeon when it wasn't Daily Mirror Dungeon, but... point still stands, still daily uploads. I don't know what I would call it, but, yeah. Cool stuff, right? I guess as far as the streams go, there's no stream today that this video is being posted because I'm gonna be busy. But streams going forward, they're gonna be every Saturday and Monday for now. We actually streamed Monday last week, and we're gonna stream Monday again this week. Yeah, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, whatever that is in your time zone. Just look up 7 p.m. Standard or Central Time into your time zone, and you'll figure it out, I'm sure. But yeah. So far, we're just streaming through Ruina, because we did LobCorp, we caught up, no, we didn't catch up, we beat that, now we're doing Ruina. I've played the games before, but it's fun to replay them with viewer-suggested things and stuff. Even if you don't, if you don't participate in the Ruina streams much, if at all, you can still submit a librarian if you want to. The link's basically always in the description below, even in Daily Mirror Dungeon videos. It's a Google form that you can just submit things to. You can submit your character to with a lot of customization stuff. Yeah, feel free to do that if you desire. There's still a fair bit of room in the library, so if you want to submit an assistant librarian, you might still be able to get in, right? That's cool. Nice, let's go. Killing these guys. Yeah, and of course, I'll stream on Wednesdays whenever stuff, relevant shows up. When, while Purge's Night, new mirror dungeons, mid-chapters, then I'll do Wednesday stream. I'll start when the update comes out. Because that's fun. But for, main story stuff and for minor updates, I'm not going to bother streaming on Wednesdays. Of course, as per always, continuing like normal on that front, I suppose.
이게 옳은 선택일까?
Yeah. I guess another thing is, I plan on, I'm probably gonna create a Discord next week. That sounds like it could be fun. The reason why I'm doing it next week and not, this week is I don't want to do it until after Kandoo 6 comes out, just, to avoid spoilers and stuff. I don't know. I'll plan it, join, next week or something, come to the stream or something, and I'll probably unveil it then. Next Saturday. If you're so intrigued in such a possibility like that. It'll be fun, I'm sure. Yeah, that's most of the things I actually wanted to talk about. As far as this episode goes, yeah, I don't have much else to say. I don't think. Also, as far as the actual IDs I'm using for this run, it's fairly simple for some of them, because of course, Mariachi Sinclair is kind of like a long time running bit. I like him a lot. He's not great. He's cool though. He's got some fun stuff going for him, right? Nothing, insane, but, it's cool, right? That's how I look at him. That doesn't help too much. None of this really helps too much. Cool. Leo Gregor and LCR Faust are ones that I like a lot from my first playthrough of the game when it first released, because, Leo Gregor carried me through Kandoo III. Based on, because, the Dingus bit, classic. DH Young was my favorite ID in the game, and Capnation was just another fun ID. Yeah, that's why I'm running this team, just IDs I like. Yeah, I've definitely talked about it before briefly, but when Limbus launched, I did actually record my reactions to it. Now, I never, posted them, I never edited them, because I was doing it with a friend of mine, and, my friend's a little silly sometimes. And by that, I mean, he was, it basically could not be turned into a video, because most of the time my friend was talking about random things, because that's how he is. Because he was watching with me, because he's, he was my only he was my only friend who had actually beaten Ruina by that point. There were several other friends I had tried to get to beat Ruina, and, they were just slowly but surely making progress. Two of them have actually beaten Ruina now, and one of them is called Limbus, the other one just beat Kandoo III yesterday, so that's cool.
도입하기에 성공했어. 계속 몰아붙이자고. 효과적이네요. 우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자.
Oh, great, I didn't do enough damage to this, that's fine. These guys are vaguely annoying as per usual, that's fine. Cyborgs are just like that, right?
치명적인
It
한방이었어.
happens.
거의 진압되겠는걸요?
맞아.
Um,
여기까지 다 울리지 않았어?
I don't know, what are some other funny random ideas, I guess? I guess another thing I've mentioned in the past, but I still haven't done, is I want to, like, get special guests in Daily Mirrodin sometimes, right? Like, especially during, like, dead parts of the season and stuff, when I don't have as many, like, ideas for funny runs to do. It might be fun to do that on occasion, right? I don't know, we'll have to see. It's a funny idea, but I've also, like, literally never done a single video with another person on this entire channel, which is fairly funny to think about. It's just been me the entire time. It might be nice to change that on occasion, right? You guys can only listen to my voice for so long, I'm sure.
생각보다 잘 타는 걸. 유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
We'll see, I suppose.
깊게 다친 지성을
Discord server will probably help in that. I forgot to defend with Honglu. I thought I did, but I think I forgot. Oh well. That's fine.
비틀거리고 있는 개체가 보입니다. 이전까지 있었던 대부분의
Go for the big one now.
이 타이밍에서
Simple enough.
결정적인 일격을 지시하곤 했죠.
Do a little bit of this.
머리통을 박살내주마.
Kill this guy. We're not clashing him because I think he's mostly going for Mariachi Sinclair, and also we can probably just stagger him. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. Sinclair, he loses these, that's fine. In the end, we got a lot of heads, so it happens.
개체를 구성하고 있는 부위
I don't hold grudges against Mariachi Sinclair. He's the good.
들어도 좋을 것 같군요.
Nice.
담겨 있지.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
And that one died. Just the surgery, cool. That's what happens when the fight lasts longer than it really should because you don't pay attention first turn. I was too busy talking, so I wasn't actually, like, giving the enemies as many attacks as I should to, like, make sure they get weakened immediately, right? So the fault lies with me. Do that and they should all die pretty easily. They're very frail enemies, especially when you've gotten some surgery on them. Yeah, that thing died to a single coin from Rush Down from Liu Gregor's skill too. And Expend Knowledge also just kills, yep. Didn't even need the third coin, which we didn't even have because we only had Insight too, but yeah, cool. Yeah, I guess another thing I'm planning on doing for the streams is that I'm still in the process of actually committing to it, but I'm gonna order a dog camera, and I'm just a camera, and I'm just gonna put it on Gregor so that we've got like a Gregor cam. Because he just sleeps most of the time. He chills. He'd be great as like a little like square in the corner of just showing him just sleeping there, I think. We'll see. I'll have to actually go through and order a camera. I don't know how I'd go about doing it in the slightest. I don't know where I'd put the camera, or if I'd need to have like a wireless one to actually make it work. Yeah, it's something I might do eventually, right?
우리들에게 이깟 파도 별것도 아니잖아요.
Only time will tell if I actually commit to a lot of the things I'm saying here. I plan to, though. It'll be fun. Might be a little hard, like, right now, because, you know, it's the end of the semester, having to, like, pick up the, what am I trying to say? Increase, like, the workload in some of the classes. You know how it goes sometimes, right? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. That's the thing. Who can say? Who can say? Nice. Dawns into Passion, kills, cool.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다.
And we should just be able to finish everyone off here without too much of a hassle.
결과겠죠.
Simple enough.
이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
Yeah.
효과적인
God, I'm still oh so very excited for the next part of Kandoo 6. It's going to be a long week, that's for sure. Especially because I've got some big projects I gotta work on and turn in before then. Yeah, that's fine. I'll make sure to get through them.
열어젖힌다.
Hopefully. Right. We will see how that goes. Lithograph, lowest star, sure. For an intellect, sure. Just grabbing whatever, honestly. It's fun to just do it like that, just grabbing whatever and just rolling with it, right? Don't always need to build around a specific theming, right? I tend to do that a lot, where I have an idea for a run, that's what I stick to. And I mean, yeah, I've done 365 of these daily mirror dungeons now, so it gets to the point where you need to find things to keep it, you know, varied. Even if that's stupid things sometimes, like, you know, I did a baseball themed team earlier this week. Using, you know, the IDs with baseball bats and also, you know, batons, because they're close enough. They've got bat in the name. Baton. So I think they're close enough. I think I was right for that. No one also said I wasn't right for that, so I don't know I'm talking about it like people were, like, blaming me for it, when I don't think anyone called me out in the slightest for it being strange. I don't know.
비틀거리고 있는 개체가 보입니다. 이전까지 있었던 대부분의 관리자들은
But yeah, I guess something else to watch. If you're watching this far, how many minutes are we into this? If you're watching the 17 minutes into the video, you're probably someone who watches fairly frequently. If you're actually like watching through this a decent amount, so thank you so much for your support. It's fun. I'm glad so many people like my content of me just, you know, doing my brain rot grind thing. Because I've got an inherent, like, tendency to grind. And it's something I've only really tapped into recently with Limbus. Before Limbus, I really didn't grind games a lot. But now, you know, I grind Limbus a lot. Another thing I've gotten into because I've kind of learned I like grinding is, like, over the summer I started playing old school RuneScape. I've been playing that a bunch recently, too. And it's just like a very grindy game, but it's fun, right? It's a strange thing to, you know, it's a strange pipeline going from Limbus to old school RuneScape just because I realized I really like grinding. And before that point, I really didn't like grinding a lot of the time. I guess it's just about finding the right games, you know? Simple as that. I definitely need to grind more Limbus to make sure I'm gonna have a lot of boxes. I did actually up type with the Bygone Days to 3. We can see that here with this one. That's awesome. Yeah, sure. Should work. Yeah. I'm just rambling a little bit, but yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Wholesome. Very interesting curve sweep, nice. Also, I do want to make more, like, heavily edited videos. Like, in November, I did 2 of them, and I really have not done any since. Because I did the workshop video, and I also did the abnormality classification video. I've had so many ideas for videos, but I've just had trouble committing, right? Maybe that'll change soon, I don't know. There's not really any video topics that call me to the degree of those ones, because I like workshop stuff a lot, I like classification stuff a lot, they're cool. Because I don't want to make, like, generic-y videos, right? I don't want to make, like, every singularity or something. Although I kind of do want to make every singularity, but focus on, like, the weirder ones that aren't as prevalent. I want to do, like, every association or something, though. I want to cover the stuff that's less covered in the world, because there's so much going on in the world of Project Moon. So much really cool things. And the stuff people don't talk about too much are the parts that always interest me the most, right? Like, workshops were a great example of that. I don't know, people talk about workshops infrequently, I think, right? They're not a very popular thing in the fandom. Simply just, I mean, that's simply because they're not a very popular thing in the games themselves still. We've still seen so little of workshops. And who knows, maybe that'll change one day. I really hope it does, because they're cool. Just having, you know, groups that focus on weaponry and stuff. We've heard even less about tailors, because we basically just know about the carnival for those, and we know, like, every, like, outfit in the city is, like, special and stuff, with its fabrics and whatnot. And it seems to be usually using human flesh. Which, I mean, happens, right? Nice, kill that guy. He staggered the chicken bucket, so we'll just, I mean...
평소에 제게 싸우면 어떤 재능도 없을 거라고 놀리셨거든요.
This will probably work. Yeah. Roll that. Why not? I don't know if Honglu necessarily breaks it with a 2-coin skill one, but it's staggered this turn, so it's not doing anything, so we don't need to know he destroys it. Cool. It's weak to Wrath, after all, so that makes sense. Is it? I don't remember if it is. I know it's weak to Lust and Slash. I know the bucket's weak to Pierce instead of Slash, but... I think the body is neutral to Lust, or neutral to Pierce, or neutral to Slash, God. But it resists the other two, so it's basically weak to Slash. Shouldn't have clashed with Dawn. Oh well, I should have seen that coming. She's been staggered, that's fine. It happens. Okay, for the bit. Because this way we have a 60% assist stack chance from you, so we could get an additional Honglu. And if Honglu uses his assist stack skill 1, it will also discard his skill 3 because it's going before his skill 2 does, so it will still get the assist stack. Aw, darn. No luck. Oh well, that's fine. Would have been funny, but that's fine. We do need to kill the Bongies, so I probably should have attacked them a little bit too this turn. That's fine. Dodge that one. And Dawn gets hit by that one. By that Bok. So funny how they're just taking Papa Bongi's place. Bro thinks he's him. And bro really is not him. Hate to break it to you. And down they go. Cool. On to the final floor. Shrimple as that, sometimes. What do I want here? Yeah, I'll take the contract. Why not? Boost speed on enemies is pretty bearable most of the time. This looks pretty good. We press on.
동랑님 지시로 응원용 파이를 사오긴 했지만 여건상 드시기 힘드시기에 제가 대신해서 먹어드리겠습니다.
Yeah. Looking forward to Mirror Dungeon 4 a lot. It seems to be mixing things up once again. Cool, bye. I do think it's kind of unfortunate that you can't visit previous Mirror Dungeons, but it also makes sense, right? They're like seasonal things now, which is really interesting. It means you can't just keep on doing Mirror Dungeon 2 for solos because it's the one that removes the stagger bar, right? That's what it comes down to, it feels like. That's fine. Excited. I'm excited for a new Starlight grind. Like I mentioned, I like grinding a lot, especially in Limbus. It's fun. It's fun to have an excuse to play the game a lot, beyond just grinding for boxes, right? Because right now, I'm not grinding too much recently because I'm just grinding for boxes, right? But like when the new Mirrodin comes out, you're grinding for boxes and Starlight at the same time, which is cool. The sooner you max out your Starlight, the better, right? Because then, once you max out your Starlight, you're better in Mirror Dungeons. Simple as that. And also, I want to save modules. I want to save modules right now for next Mirror Dungeon, because I had 500 modules going into Mirror Dungeon 3, and I was out of them by the time I finished the Starlight grind. I'm curious to see if it's going to be, like, roughly that bad of a grind again. Could be fun if it is. Because I really wasn't expecting it. I think I, like, saved up, like, when the first update came out for Mirror Dungeon, 3, I saved up like 2,000 Starlight on top of, you know, maxing out everything that it originally released with, and I was like, yeah, this will probably be enough. Maybe I'll miss a couple things. And it was not enough whatsoever. I was not expecting that at all, just how big of a thing it was going to be. But yeah, that was cool. Cool to see. Cool to see that massive grind in front of me, and how it took me like a month to do it. I think I was a bit slow there though. Part of the issue was I was playing the Yakuza series. That was when I was playing through the Yakuza series. It happened, I'm pretty sure most of, like, Yakuza 4 through 6 happened during my Mirror Dungeon 3 grind. Or that's when I played through them around the time, right? And so if I had been, if I had just been grinding instead of Yakuzaing, then it would have gone a little bit faster, right? Although I don't think I would have had enough modules if I was going that fast. Which is a common issue. That's fine. So I don't have a lot of lunacy right now for World Purges, which is scary. I'll manage to build up some of it before before World Purges night. I really hope they save it to like after Mirror Dungeon. I wouldn't be surprised if they did like it sooner though. I don't know. I think they should just be like, no, it's gonna be once every 4 months instead of 3 months. I think they need to say that, because if they try doing it every 3 months, it does not align, right? And it's a little unfortunate for people who don't have the World Purges IDs. But at the same time, otherwise it's gonna start getting really weird, right? Because it's gonna keep on overlapping with the start of the season until you actually do one at the start of the season, which would be kind of weird, starting a season with something that isn't even based on this season. Striker skill 3, don't mind if I do. Dunkachine. We can sell stuff here as per usual. Milepost, nothing for us. Getting Milepost to start out with was pretty convenient though. That's for sure. It's nice. Yeah, sell these, and then we press on. I want to get Wound Declared to ++ because we've got Honglu. Because we've got DHE Honglu, and his skill 1's very funny with Wound Declared ++. Boss is one of those, so hard to say exactly what it's going to be, or what would be useful for us. We don't have any burn count, so kind of pointless to do that, but you know, for the bet, right? Fluorescent Lamp ++ is actually just a really solid one, so I'll grab that. And Voodoo Doll Plus, because, you know, when's the last time someone's actually upgraded Voodoo Doll? Right. And the boss, Fox, Centipede, KQE, one of the 3. Centipede it is, alright. Don't have anything too funny to kill this guy super fast, so just be a normal enough Centipede, right? Do you have anything that'd be good for, you know, stacking damage your next turn? Not really. No, it doesn't look like it. If I actually had the Roseate Desire Egos equipped, I could have, gone for... If I had the Roseate Desires equipped, I definitely could have gone for Crown of Thorns... Garden of Thorns 6 Resonance of Lust, which would have been funny. I really should have the Rosé Desires equipped more often, I think. Because they're kind of just better than their alternatives, right? Yours is equipped. I know that much, but you can see here, like, everyone's got, like, either some Lust attacks or, like, a Lust Ego, except for Ishmael here. So if I had Rosé Desire instead of Capote, we could have tried to do that funny. It would have been funny. How much bleed does this have? 7 count. Okay, we just need to inflict some more sooner rather than later. Singer to Sancho this? Yeah, why not? It is bleed. As far as this goes, I might do something like this. You don't have... I mean, Hex Nail is bleed technically, this inflicts nails, right? So I guess that works. You're gonna spend some bleed here, but it should go this first. This should inflict a fair bit of bleed, right? Yeah. Okay. I think we'll be able to stack up bleed on this guy fairly well, so that's solid. Can't stack up burn count very well, but we can stack burn pretty quickly, so makes up for that, I suppose. Nice.
달려라 루신한테 정의는 승리한다.
If 57 bleed with 7 count, and then Harpoon of Obsession is gonna be more bleed, and even more bleed count, because it's Wrath, so Wound Clarid triggers for it. It also has bleed on it, so it doesn't matter that it's Wound Clarid, right?
공격 능력 평가? 양호.
Wound Clarid helps them, right?
적들의 부위가
Hex Nail becomes one-sided because we staggered this part, and it inflicts, 20 curse. It's actually a funny idea pairing this with, Gregor Bygone Days, because Bygone Days Corrosion, Gregor does 50% more damage if the target has Curse, because it actually also inflicts Curse. It's the second ego to have Curse on it, which is interesting. Especially given how Curse is a pretty mid-status effect. Interesting to see it again.
그 부분을 집중적으로 노리면서 파고들어보죠.
Yeah, we go all out here. And we've got a 40% chance to get the Mariachi Sinclair assist attack. We like those odds.
방금의 일격은 매우 좋았습니다. 제가 만약 도시에서
Yeah, brought to 1. You've only got a little bit of self-charge. You probably have like, what, 5 or 6 or something, right? So that'll get doubled. You'll have 10-ish or so, so it should be pretty easy to get through with all of it basically immediately. So that's good. We're also stacking a fair bit of bleed. All of Ishmael's attacks have bleed on them, so they all trigger Wound Clarity, even the ones that aren't Wrath.
최선을 다해보지.
Oh yeah, it's only 4. Cool. We can land of Illusion. Actually, let's Corrode Bygone Days for the bit. It's a cool looking ego. It's only favored. Interesting. What's the roll on this? 27 minus 8. I see. Oh, it's dominating because we're going for the Gloom Resonance now. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's just commit to the bit. Go full of the Gloom. Why not? In case need be, we'll roll with that. Full Gloom Resonance for the bit. Alright, that just beats it. I forgot that was 4. God. The numbers get mixed up in my head. I forgot it died instantly to just winning a clash against it, because it only had 4. That's cool. Hongli did the most. Sinclair did the least, but he was, there for moral support, so that's fine. Claim my rewards, my 150 star that doesn't do much, and 3 more levels. Past level 111. Pretty cool. Gonna be able to get a pretty good boost before the update comes out, so that's fun. You'll claim like a big chunk of box at the same time, potentially, which will be fun. Well, daily pull time. See if I get anything. 1 stars. One stars. Fine. It's fine by me. I'm not that concerned. I gotta stockpile my luck for Walt Burgess, I think. Oh, there's a 2-star there. Is it Merceau? Sure is. Dead Rabbit Merceau duplicate. Let's go. That's class. Well, we got at least 1 2-star today. 2 stars are worth 15 shards, which is pretty nice. Yeah, fair bit of these two because they're the 2 stars right now. I went through a lot of lunacy trying to get Linton Gregor, so that's why I've got so many shards already. And why I've got so little lunacy. But yeah, once again, thank you guys all for being here so frequently, I guess. If you're still watching to the end, cool. And yeah, here's to 365 days. Here's to a year of Daily Mirror Dungeon. Here's to another more. What's the... God, I messed up the phrasing. I don't know the phrasing. You know when they say, like, here's to another more? We're here to celebrate a year of Daily Mirror Dungeon. Cheers to another more. I'm messing this up horribly. Hopefully you get what I mean. If not, that's fine though too, right? But anyways, yeah. That'll be all for this time. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.